The New York plane crash, which we will cover in full in a moment, not only obscured the president's speech tonight, but so too did the confirmation hearing of the Attorney General nominee, Eric Holder, and not in the way his critics had planned. Briefly, before Senator Earl Inspector and others could try to pin him down on his role in the Clinton administration today, Holder made the kind of straightforward, declarative statement about this country and about torture that had eluded his three predecessors. The hearing presided over by the Judiciary Committee's chair, Senator Pat Leahy of Vermont.
Do you agree with me that waterboarding is torture and illegal?
If you look at the history of the use of that technique, used by the Khmer Rouge, used in the Inquisition, used by the Japanese and prosecuted by us as war crimes, we prosecuted our own soldiers for using it in Vietnam. I agree with you, Mr. Chairman, waterboarding is torture.
Do you believe that other world leaders would have the authority to authorize the torture of United States citizens if they deemed it necessary for their national security?
No, they would not. It would violate the international obligations that I think all civilized nations have agreed to, the Geneva Conventions.
Senator Leahy then asked whether the President of the United States could use his authority as Commander-in-Chief to override acts that prohibit interrogation practices or torture.
No one is above the law. The President has a constitutional obligation to faithfully execute the laws of the United States. There are obligations that we have as a result of treaties that we have signed, obligations obviously in the Constitution.
Mr. Holder also said that the decisions that were made by a prior administration were difficult ones, but added the President-elect and I are both disturbed by what we have seen and what we have heard. Holder reiterated the President-elect's position that Gitmo would be closed, though doing so would be difficult. He vowed to repair, after a damage assessment, a Justice Department that has been tainted by political hirings and firings. This role might have been a great distraction, his involvement in President Clinton's pardon of financier Mark Rich. Mr. Holder admitted he had made mistakes.